So he just kind of stayed out wide and then found his way in, you know. It's about not using too much in that first furlong and a half. I'm a great believer, you chase a horse for too much early, you take the kick away to finish.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on. Punta Arenas. Now, this is probably the most controversial acceptance in the July that we've seen, because really, they took lines of Hill 54 and all types of lines, but his run in the Cup trial did not allow him to get in this race, and that was his prep for this race. He got in. Is he a runner?
For me, again, I'm going to say no, just strictly on form. I know Stan's got a wonderful knack of getting them here and getting them right in the day, and I respect him for that. But I do believe, if you analyse the form, it's not good enough. I thought he was lucky to get in the race. I've always believed that, James, you've got a pyramid when you do your selections of these races, Group 1, Group 2, Group 3. And a couple of horses are coming into this race with Group 3 wins when they've had Group 1 horses left out, younger horses. So, again, it's a contentious issue. It's a matter of opinions. If he comes here on the day, he started off as a decent horse. He went over ground. He excelled himself. They brought him back. You can't have pinnacle races where you run third to the best miler in the country and use it as a yardstick. I think he's come up here and he hasn't done it.
What he's got in his favour, your boy rides him. He rode the Met winner, so he's going for the double. Now, just on that point, that Carice Teton, okay, has got to be the most loved bookmaker by the bookmaker's jockey ever. He's ridden a July and a Met favourite and got run unplaced on both of them. Your boy won the Met on this one.
You know what I worked him, I galloped him on weight. When I keep looking at the weights to the left, he does come in with some type of chance. We go Hill 54, you go all of them. He comes in with some, he's well weighted.
Yeah, he's not prayerless.
No, he's not completely hopeless. He's well weighted. I thought his gallop, I'm getting all the videos so Aldo can sit down and we're going to watch the last 10 July so I can run kind of through it with him to see how the Pia and them rides him from bad draws. And he's got, this lot, he's got a lot what I haven't got. He's got a lot of, he's much more determined than me.
Self-discipline.
That's big, and what I love about him, he's got fire in his belly. He's a trier. And Jeepers, he's made me proud today.
We're all proud of him, man. We're all proud of him.
He's going to have to be good from this draw.
For a long time, I thought he was bad. For a long time, I thought he was. They said,
mediocre.
Your kid's improving. I should say he's a rat. But now, I tell you what, he's become a
very good jockey.
rider. He really has, and I'm very proud of him.
And he's a young man.
Absolutely.
He's
got his head so much better screwed on than me. So much. I mean,
there's a lot to be said for the dam side.
They say the apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
yeah, but I think he's got us on the. That's what I mean for the mother, not for me.
Got the good genes from the mother.
This is a bad tree. This.
We got to take a break, and we'll be back.
Okay, here we go. Europe to Africa, Reset and Blue, successful Magic Millions graduates, and every week they're stepping them out, and well done to them. Bear in mind, they have got a horse who came off their sale called Wiley Hall, who we're going to discuss, who's from that same sale. Right,
let's go and pick up the next one, Seal. 20-1. He's a 22-1 shot with the bookmakers. He threw his hat into the ring last time.
Impressed me. I keep dining out that I was the underbidder, myself and Phil Georgia, because we bought anything with the animal's name. And we went 200 grand on this horse, and someone bought it. This is the truth. Someone bought it for 210,000. Thought I need a trainer. Said, Gavin, I bought your horse to train. So Gavin Van Zyl got it, and well done to him. He's done a great job with him. He's a very good stayer. He's not a big horse, carries a lot of weight. Got to be up there for his chances to be good. He's got to be up there. And again, he's a horse who's certainly impressed me lately.
I was actually engaged to ride him, James. And Gavin phoned me just before scratching and said, do you mind if I put Francie on? You know what, things happen for a reason.
Correct.
And maybe it's Francie's here, but like Laff says, he just keeps knocking us horse. You know, he's a hard knocker. And you can't just leave him out of anything, I suppose.
Yeah.
This race might be his big chance, I would have thought, this horse. And
he could win a Gold Cup, James.
Yeah, but this race, to win a race like this is his chance, because it's the right race for him. I think he'll run well. White Line Fever, another one of Sean Terry's runners. He's always there or thereabouts. There's always a question mark over his stamina.
Correct. Beaten by Right Approach. Right Approach was a very, very good mile, a 1,700 metre horse. There's stamina in the family. I looked through it. There is. He ran well enough last year to suggest he gets this type of trip. And if it is a race where there's no pace, he's one of Sean's team coming forward. But again, I'm going to pass him by because I think there are a couple of horses better, but he's a very good horse on his day.
Just too close to Pomodoro at the weights for me, you know. I just thought Pomodoro is a better horse than him.
I quite agree with you.
Could probably, if he stays or don't stay, doesn't. I think he'll probably be at the, probably in the middle somewhere.
Well, the one that's really close to Pomodoro is the next one, Heavy Metal. We're looking at him. 20 to 1, 22 to 1 with Interbet. You can put up 25 to 1 and try and get that type of price. Another one of Sean Terry's horses. And he's certainly done everything right, but he's very close in the weights to Pomodoro.
If we fancy in Seal, we've got to give ourselves more than just a casual glance. He's carried big weights. He's another one of the 6 Silvanos that take their chances in this race. And he's a very good, it wouldn't surprise me if this was one. He's one of the highlights of the older brigade for me. Sean, when it comes to the older brigade, Sean's very, very strong. And I like this horse a lot. I think definitely put him in your top 6.
It would be nice for a black jockey to win it. It would.
Yeah.
It would be good for racing. It will. I would love to see this horse win. I really would.
Is that the only reason?
It's a good reason.
No, it's a good reason. Well, what other reason do you want? I mean, for a black jockey to win it. It will be good for racing. It will be good for
very
South
good.
Africa, everything.
People back horses on sentiment all day.
Maybe
every
Madiba
day.
will leave after that.
Yeah, that's right.
They back grey horses because they like white
I
horses.
could. This kid can ride. Eh? He can
Yeah.
ride. This kid can
He's
ride.
a very, very good rider, and you've
Yeah.
seen it, Manny, you've seen it with winning the Summer Cup.
Yeah.
Did he have the pick between that and Wagner?
I would have
I'm
thought-
not
I
sure
would have
about
thought
that.
so.
That was the question I was going to
Yeah.
ask you.
Yeah.
But if I had the pick between Heavy Metal and Wagner, what would you do? I'm asking if I had the
Oh,
pick,
you
what would
put
you
me-
do? Andy?
You put me on the thing now.
Yeah, put
I'll
you on
probably,
the spot
I'll
because
probably,
that's, we pay you a lot of money to be on.
yeah. I'll
Don't-
probably, I don't know, touch and go, eh?
Don't forget he's a Durban jockey. Young Mr.
Yeah,
Commander.
yeah.
He's a very good Durban jockey. Be great. That's another good reason.
It looks like we've pretty stalemated on this horse. Let's move on to Shogunner, the bridesmaid of bridesmaids. This horse, one-time winner, been there and thereabouts in every single big race that he's contested. He's really consistent, but we want to win this race.
Very good horse, very hard hitter. The one-time winner doesn't faze me at all. We've got a merit rating system which is far better. I've watched big races over the world where maidens have been fighting it out in Group 1 races, so that doesn't worry me at all. He's placed 3 times in Group 1, which is good enough. Whether he's good enough, I think he's in the scrum with a whole lot of them, but he's run well at this course before, even when he was much younger. And he's alive. I think Gavin van Zyl has got a good team of 3 horses here. And again, he's one of those just top 6, top 10 horses for me.
Yeah, Gavin's also got 3 runners. He's got to be doing
Yeah,
something right.
yeah,
Got to
yes.
be doing something right. He's got the draw. That's a big help.
Yeah.
If he's got a chance, I don't know him that well. His form tells you he'll be thereabout. But I don't know if he's good enough.
Astro News. We're going on to him. He's 18 to 1. You can get 19 to 1 on Interbet. And this is an interesting horse. He only got in this race by winning the Cup Trial, but he did run 4th in the Summer Cup, running on well.
Yeah, he did. Listen, every trainer who's trained him has told me he's a good horse. And Charlie's got him now, and he won a very good race the other day. Is it good enough to qualify for this race? He was supplemented afterwards, so he must have been told that it was good enough. I've always thought Group 3 status would put you in trouble trying to get into a race of this nature, but he ran 4th in the Group 1, but I think he's going to struggle to win. He galloped well. I liked him at the gallop. What did you think, Mana?
I thought he galloped very well. I galloped with him. I thought his gallop was solid. I'm a little bit concerned if he goes a 2-2-2. That's my worry. He's out of a Dominion role mare. Not that I'm too much into breeding, but but
it's
I
got a
think
speed in the dam.
yeah, I think he's come well the right time, though, James. You know, Charlie done the right thing to put him in a graduation. He hasn't won a race for ages. Stuck him in a graduation. Horses are strange. Got a bit of confidence, and boom, off we go from here.
He got 5 points penalty for winning the Cup Trial. The interesting part about this horse is you've got to look at the Summer Cup run. And the Summer Cup run shows you this horse, he did the fastest 400 to finish. He absolutely flew. It's his first time that he's ever gone 2,000 meters. I know the dam side says it, but he's out of a Dominion Royal mare. If it comes up a little soft, those Dominion Royals, they love it soft.
He's got 57, which is not easy. Not a big horse.
You've got KB Shea.
Yeah, that's a big
He's
plus.
got a lot of pluses. Charlie's won the July, KV Shay's won it 2 or 3 times, so he's got a
Yeah.
lot of pluses. Don't
Yeah,
forget
I think this
he'll
horse
have a
is
couple of people in his corner.
Yeah.
Put it that way.
Okay, Wiley Hall, the second top-rated 3-year-old in the race, and my goodness, he's shown that he's just getting better and better.
Yeah, when I looked to split this race, I thought, as I said, of going with the 3-year-olds, and I thought, if the pace is going to be on, this is a big runner. When I watched Wiley Hall win the Derby, I thought Workman-like, won't like Gravel, they turn for home and they sprint. Then he came here and ran a fantastic race in the Daily News. If the pace is on, he's a massive runner. I think he'll have Cape Town Noir's number. If it's a crawl and sprint, Cape Town Noir will have his number. Those are the leading lights for me. I'm very, very big on the source. I think he can win the Vodacom Durban July.
I'm not in a 3-year-old's corner, you see, so I can't say really anything positive. I don't think a 3-year-old can win it.
Well, that's exactly
So
right.
I'm gonna buy. You see, I don't Cape Town Noir in work the other day,
And
he's no dynasty.
is he not?
Nah. He's not. If he's good enough, I didn't think. My personal opinion, was he good enough? Not the feel he gave me.
Is this horse the best of the 3-year-olds, or is Cape Town Noir, or something else?
In Cape Town, we thought he was a champion.
Yes.
When he won we thought an absolute champion. Disappointing from the Derby.
Yeah,
When he won the Derby,
just got there.
should have won a bit better than that. Then he came at Scottsville. I thought he battled.
Yeah.
Carl said no, he never. And he's never brought that Cape Town form to Durban for me.
I did like the way he battled back to Vercingetorix here in the Guineas. It
No,
was
he's a good horse, Laff. He won't just spit his dummy out.
Yeah.
But he hasn't shown us a Cape Town form that we thought, this is it. This is our new champion.
Well, you see, I like computer form as a study tool, and I just looked. He was 4.2 lengths behind at the 400-meter mark, and he got beaten a short head in the Daily News. Wiley Hall was 3.9 lengths, so he was in front of him, and he got up to beat Wiley Hall. So for me, he'll always beat Wiley Hall, you know. And I thought that Carl waited on this horse and waited because he didn't know whether he'd stay.
Where were they drawn?
He
That
shows
could be
that
interesting. Where were they drawn? You
they're
got-
drawn 15 and 16, 14 and 15 in the race.
No, in the
Daily News, 6 and 13.
Who was 13?
Wiley Hall.
Correct.
Okay.
Wiley Hall was deep all the way out. He used him to get a position. You heard Andrew touch on use a horse early, you take away their end kick. That's why I think I'm going to be a Wiley Hall man. But we'll be back after the break.
Can we speak?
Right, we get to the top 5 in the betting. Hill 54. I've said exactly what I thought about Hill 54. I think his stable companion will beat him. How do you guys see it?
Big weight, very good horse. Gets 9 fingers on his back. You know, I think it's a tough call. You know, he showed himself up to be a very decent horse when he ran a cracker in the JMB Met. And for my money, he's up in the weight. He's got a lot to do. He's done quite well lately. But the Met, they turned for home in that position. Nothing chased him up the stretch. Nothing got near them. But he had good horses behind him, so we can't hold that against him. I'm not big in his camp, but it wouldn't surprise me if he won.
You can't knock him, James. He's kept
Or
improving. Like you say, he's got Anton on.
That's a big plus. He's won about 4, isn't he?
Yeah. I don't know. Do I like him? No, I don't. No.
I go back to, if you like Punta Arenas, if you don't like Punta Arenas, you can't like this horse. Punta Arenas will beat this horse. If you go back in the form.
No, I'll
Go back-
take you a
James,
side
I
bet.
think your phone's
I'll take
gonna
you a
jump
side bet.
tomorrow.
I'll take you a side bet on that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll even
What
lay
is
you
it,
2 to 1.
case
See
of
not to
beers
get
or
into
something? Let's
it.
hit the
No,
public
no,
here.
you might want to take his money.
James?
Last time
let's-
I watched Mr. Hawkins was clever on TV and wanted to have a bet with me. Yeah.
You think I'm scared?
No, not at
Listen,
all.
I
Not
did-
at all.
I
I hope
did-
you're not, because
I
I'm going
did-
to take your money.
I did 10 big ones to Robert Bloomberg because I backed. Now look at the form.
Now that's painful.
Illa de Vittoria.
That's
Okay, I gave him 10 to 1. Dunford would beat Illa de Vittoria. And Illa Vittoria, do you see she won 6 grade 1s after that, after Brett Smith found the inside running rail. And Dunford won the July. So listen, I'm not
James,
a good
you've got
judge.
to take that bet.
I'm not a good judge
You've
in
got
these
to
match
take that
bets.
bet. Even if
But
it's a
I'll-
small bet. Even
I'll
if it's
take
a
it.
case of cold drinks. I want a little bet
Of
between
course.
you two.
Listen,
What are you? You're
you've got
50. What is
200
it?
to 100.
There we are. Give me
Punta
2 to 1.
Arenas against Hill 54.
Only once. You're only giving a bet once.
I was going to, the other bet I
Mark's
wanted
not
was,
working.
okay,
Arenas
so
was
we're
Hill 54.
completely divided about this one, and I really think these guys have got no clue. In fact, next time I'm going to go back to Walter and Mike de Kock and Sean Terry. They're much better
That's
than
why my
these guys.
second boss left. That's
Okay.
what she told me.
Jet Explorer. Rumored, it's Justin Snaith. He's got to be the greatest talker in the whole world. He's talked these horses into